a 2,500-year-old vase reveals ancient Egyptians' taste for opium. And they honestly go ahead in this article, and this is again a pull. Like, it's not the fault of this Artnet, overworked Artnet author. They pulled this from research at Yale, and they went in there in this little jar and they found residue of opium. So what do? They say, well, there is an ancient Egyptian inscription on it, there's opium in it, so therefore they were all basically drug-addled, debauched, crazy, weird people. And it deepens our understanding of substance use in ancient Egyptian society. I mean, why? How? This is one jar. It's complete. No, but yeah, and it opens with ancient Egyptians had a taste for opium. Really? Did they? Where was it found though? Nobody knows. Again, context is missing. So that's why it's so important to always know where something was actually found. So it just says here, archaeological and visual evidence has long suggested that the narcotic was regularly imbibed across the civilization's socioeconomic strata, which says nothing else, but they were all drug addicts. The truth is that they actually used opium as a narcotic for medicinal purposes. That is an archaeological fact. The recreational use of this is by no means proven with this little innocent jar. And the second part of this is that if you actually go and you look up these jars, and they have a long history, and there is a lot of archaeological evidence, a lot of archaeological finds where they found these jars in completely different regions. And this was also not inscribed by an Egyptian. This inscription is a phonetic inscription. So it actually uses, this is supposed to spell Xerxes, and in a very strange way. So I found what this is actually supposed to mean, because a lot of these letters, like that little lion, are not even authentic ancient Egyptian letters. That lion was introduced much later to the alphabet by conquerors, not by the ancient Egyptians themselves. And the whole style, like this super skinny quail chick and this weird flappy duck, it's not right. So this was never written by an ancient Egyptian scribe, because we do have these stone jars that were actually given away by the ancient Egyptians as a gift to all sorts of Near Eastern kingdoms, and those were inscribed beautifully and perfectly. So this was inscribed by somebody non-Egyptian. So I found other examples of this where actually the Persian kings, they gave these little jars away as gifts to other, like, because Persia was obviously a huge empire. They had a lot of vassal states, so a lot of smaller states, that they sort of controlled and that had to pay tribute to them. And so we call them, I think you say vassal states in English. Anyway, and they gave them these jars as a gift, as a sign of power, because obviously these were considered very, very valuable. Since the dawn of time, these were actual diplomatic gifts, because it was so hard to cut these stone vessels. They were just considered a beautiful object of great craftsmanship from ancient Egypt, but then inscribed by a foreign ruler and given away as a gift. So it actually has nothing to do with ancient Egypt. A lot of times they were filled with Nile water to show the submission of ancient Egypt. So they were given away from a Persian king to one of his vassal states to show, look, we conquered Egypt. I give you gifts from our other conquered regions. So it really has absolutely nothing to do with ancient Egypt proper. And still you have people from Yale and on Artnet saying, oh, there was opium in this one, so that means they were all drug addicts. So it's just baffling. And they are breaking all the rules in how you work in archaeology. You can't just have one artifact or one object and then extrapolate from one